Hello and welcome to JP's Pet Nation. On this special occasion of International Tiger Day, we turn our attention to one of the planet's most magnificent and awe-inspiring creatures. This day serves as a crucial reminder of our collective responsibility to protect these animals, to raise our voices for their conservation. The tiger, with its coat of fiery orange and bold black stripes, is an icon of wildness and power, a symbol of the untamed corners of our world. It is quite simply the largest and perhaps most formidable of all the world's big cats. Its very presence shapes the ecosystems it inhabits, a true apex predator whose roar can quite literally paralyze its prey with fear. But behind this fearsome reputation lies a complex and fascinating animal, one facing an unprecedented battle for its very existence. Here we will journey into the world of the tiger. We will explore the intricate details of its life, from the remarkable power of its teeth and the stealth of its striped camouflage to the vast and varied habitats it once roamed freely. So I invite you to join me as we unveil the hidden truths and celebrate the majestic beauty of this incredible big cat. When we think of the great cats, it is the tiger, Panthera tigris, that holds the title of the largest of them all. A fully grown Siberian tiger, for instance, can weigh over 300 kilograms and stretch more than 3 meters from its nose to the tip of its tail. This sheer size and power is what defines it. Its presence commands respect. The tiger is an animal of immense physical prowess, a perfectly evolved hunter. Its distinctive coat, a canvas of deep orange fur intersected by a unique pattern of dark vertical stripes, makes it one of the most recognizable animals on Earth. No two tigers have the same pattern, much like our own fingerprints. This striking appearance has made the tiger a powerful symbol in human culture for centuries. It is an emblem of strength, courage, and national pride. In fact, it is revered as the national animal in several countries, a testament to its cultural significance across Asia. For India, Bangladesh, Malaysia, and South Korea, the tiger represents the wild heart of their nations. In 1972, India made a significant decision, one that reflected a shift in its conservation focus and national identity. It was in this year that the Bengal tiger was officially declared the country's national animal. Before this, the honor belonged to the Asiatic lion, a magnificent cat in its own right, but one whose range had become severely restricted. The choice of the tiger was a deliberate one, made to highlight a species found across the length and breadth of the country, from the Himalayas to the southern Ghats. It was a recognition of the tiger's widespread presence and its deep roots in the nation's folklore and mythology. It was chosen for its undeniable grace, a silent, fluid movement that belies its incredible size. It was chosen for its immense power, the raw, explosive strength of a supreme predator. Its agility, the ability to leap great distances and navigate dense terrain with ease, was also admired. And crucially, its international significance played a part. By championing the tiger, India was positioning itself as a key guardian of one of the world's most endangered and beloved animals, taking on a vital leadership role in the global effort to save it from extinction. Every year on the 29th of July, the world comes together to observe International Tiger Day. This day was established in 2010 at the St. Petersburg Tiger Summit, a gathering of leaders from the 13 countries that still had wild tiger populations. The situation was dire, and the need for a unified global platform to champion the tiger's cause was urgent. This day is not merely a celebration of the tiger's beauty, but a powerful call to action. It is a moment for governments, conservation organizations, and individuals to renew their commitment to protecting this iconic species. The core purpose of International Tiger Day is to raise public awareness about the precipitous decline of tiger populations and to galvanize support for conservation efforts. It shines a spotlight on the critical importance of protecting tigers and, by extension, their vast and varied habitats. The survival of the tiger is intrinsically linked to the health of entire ecosystems, forests, grasslands, and mangrove swamps. By working to save the tiger, we are also working to preserve the biodiversity that these landscapes support. The figures are stark and honestly pretty sobering. Today, it's estimated that only around 3,000 to 3,900 tigers remain in the wild. Just a century ago, that number was over 100,000. We've witnessed a catastrophic decline. a loss of over 96% of the global tiger population in just a few human generations. This dramatic collapse is the result of a relentless combination of pressures, really a perfect storm of threats, that has pushed this magnificent animal right to the very edge of extinction. The shadow of its absence now looms large over the forests and grasslands it once dominated. The primary drivers of this decline are, well, multifaceted and deeply interconnected. The relentless loss of their habitat, cleared for agriculture, logging and human settlement, has fragmented their populations and squeezed them into ever smaller pockets of wilderness. The pervasive effects of climate change are altering their landscapes and the availability of their prey, but perhaps the most direct and devastating threat has been the constant pressure from humans, the deadly toll of hunting, and most insidiously, the illegal poaching that continues to stalk the tiger across its remaining range, driven by a dark and persistent trade. The single greatest immediate threat to the survival of the wild tiger is poaching. A persistent and illegal trade in tiger parts continues to drive this killing, despite international bans and conservation efforts. Every part of the tiger, from its skin and bones to its whiskers and claws, is sought after for use in traditional medicines as a status symbol or for folk remedies. This demand creates a powerful financial incentive for poachers who operate in organized criminal networks to hunt tigers relentlessly, often using cruel and indiscriminate methods like steel jaw traps and poison. This constant persecution has had a devastating impact. It's led to what conservationists call localized extinctions, where tigers are completely wiped out from a specific forest or reserve, leaving behind an empty, silent landscape. Once a population is gone, its recovery is incredibly difficult, if not impossible. The loss of even a single tiger can disrupt the social structure and breeding potential of a small, isolated population. This relentless poaching pressure creates a vacuum that nature really struggles to fill, making every single surviving tiger more precious and more vulnerable than ever before. The story of the tiger's decline is honestly inextricably linked to the story of its vanishing home. Over the last century, tigers have lost over 90% of their historical habitat. The vast, contiguous forests and grasslands that once stretched across Asia have been carved up, degraded and destroyed. What remains are often small, isolated islands of wilderness, separated by sprawling cities, farms and infrastructure. This fragmentation is perilous as it prevents tigers from moving between areas to find mates or establish their own territories, leading to genetic isolation and increased vulnerability. Today, it's estimated that tigers inhabit only about 7% of the land they once roamed. This dramatic reduction in their living space has, well, inevitable and often tragic consequences. As their forests shrink, tigers are forced into closer and more frequent contact with human populations that live on the fringes of these protected areas. This proximity leads to an increase in human-tiger conflict. Tigers may prey on livestock and, in rare tragic cases, on people. This conflict often results in retaliatory killings of tigers, creating a vicious cycle of violence that further endangers the species. While conservation efforts focus on protecting wild populations, a significant number of tigers now live their entire lives in captivity, in zoos and wildlife parks around the world. These institutions can play a role in education and, in some cases, genetic preservation. However, it's crucial to understand the profound difference between a life in the wild and a life in an enclosure. A wild tiger's home range is immense. A male Bengal tiger may patrol a territory of over 60 square kilometers, while a Siberian tiger's range can be many times larger. These are animals built to roam vast distances. In stark contrast, even the most spacious and well-designed zoo enclosures are a pale imitation of this freedom. To put it into perspective, the world's largest accredited tiger zoo enclosure is still approximately 700 times smaller than the smallest known wild home range for a tiger, which is about 7 square kilometers for a female in a high prey density area. This confinement, no matter how enriched, fundamentally alters the animal's existence. It highlights the immense challenge of replicating the complexity and scale of a natural environment, and honestly, it really underscores why preserving their wild habitats must always be our highest priority. The tiger is a master of the crepuscular world, most active during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk. Its success as a hunter in low light is no accident. It's really a product of remarkable sensory evolution. A tiger's eyesight is exquisitely adapted for the darkness. It's estimated that its night vision is up to 6 times better than that of a human. When we peer into the gloom of the forest at night, we see only shadows and indistinct shapes. The tiger, however, sees a world of much greater clarity, a world where it holds a distinct advantage over its prey. This extraordinary ability is due to the specific structure of its eyes. The retina, the light-sensitive layer at the back of the eye, contains 2 types of photoreceptor cells, rods and cones. Cones are responsible for color vision and detail in bright light, while rods are specialized for detecting movement and shapes in low light. A tiger's retina has a much higher concentration of rods than cones, sacrificing some color perception for superior nighttime acuity. This adaptation, combined with a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which bounces light back through the retina, allows them to hunt with lethal efficiency when most of their prey is at its most vulnerable. While we often picture tigers in the steamy jungles of India or the snowy forests of Siberia, they are in fact remarkable habitat generalists. Their evolutionary history has equipped them with the versatility to survive and thrive in an astonishingly wide range of environments. This adaptability is one of the keys to their historical success, allowing them to colonize vast swathes of the Asian continent. They are not restricted to one type of forest or climate. They're masters of making a home wherever the conditions are suitable and prey is available. We can find tigers in the sweltering heat of equatorial rainforests and the dense, humid mangrove swamps of the Sundarbans, where they are known to be strong swimmers. They inhabit the temperate forests and dry grasslands of the Indian subcontinent. And perhaps most surprisingly, they have been recorded living at extreme altitudes. Tigers have been documented in the high, cold mountains of the Himalayas, at elevations of up to 4,500 meters. This ability to endure such a diverse array of climates and terrains is a testament to the tiger's resilience and its incredible capacity to adapt. We have journeyed through the world of the tiger, witnessing its power, its adaptability, and the profound fragility of its existence. As we conclude, the question that remains is not what will happen to the tiger, but what we will do for the tiger. The fate of this magnificent predator rests squarely in our hands. You can be a part of the solution. I encourage you to support reputable conservation organizations that are working on the ground, protecting habitats, combating poaching, and working with local communities to foster a peaceful coexistence. Your support, no matter how small, contributes to a larger global effort. Remember that protecting the tiger is about more than just saving a single species. The tiger is an umbrella species. By protecting its vast habitat, we are inherently preserving entire ecosystems. We are saving forests that provide clean air and water. We are protecting countless other species of plants and animals that share its home, and we are helping to maintain the delicate balance of our planet's biodiversity. The fight to save the tiger is a fight to save some of the most vital and beautiful wild places left on Earth. So, on this International Tiger Day, let us make a promise to this striped hunter. Let us be its voice. I invite you to share this film with your friends, your family, and your network. The more people who understand the tiger's plight, the more powerful our collective call for action becomes. Spreading awareness is a vital first step. Let us ensure that the roar of the tiger continues to echo through the forests for centuries to come, not as a fading memory, but as a living symbol of a wild and healthy planet. Thank you.